who'd evolved alongside the beasts, treated them like living storms to be avoided, outrun, or killed from a safe distance. So when the Razor Beast charged through the outskirts of Outpost Aurelius, every alien worker scrambled for the bunkers. The alarms shrieked. The ground shook under its roar. All except one human. Specialist Riley Cormack was new to the joint project, a junior xenomedic with a stubborn streak. He'd been cataloging local para when the Allied research convoy landed on Fenris 9. They knew the planet's apex predator, the so-called Fenrisian Razor Beast, was a nightmare wrapped in fur and claws. The creatures could gut a shuttle hull with one swipe, their bone-plated hides shrugged off plasma bolts, and their jaws could crunch through starship armor. Even the native Fenrians sights when the Razor Beast collapsed right in front of him, trailing plasma burns and alien barbs embedded deep in its side. Its breathing came in harsh, ragged gasps, each exhale rattling like gravel in a tin drum. Riley didn't run. He knelt. He spoke softly like he was greeting a stray cat instead of a monster that outweighed a transport vehicle. Up on the observation platform, Commander Vrizel of the Scori Union watched the feed with slack jaw blades. The humans had warned them about Deathworlder empathy, but this was insanity. Is the human malfunctioning? Hissed Ensign Coral, tapping the screen as Riley gingerly approached the Razor Beast's massive head. No, Vrizel rumbled, his frills flattening in disbelief. I think he's helping it. Sure enough, Riley pulled out his mech-kit. He worked quickly, slicing open a ration pack and dripping nutrient paste near the creature's cracked maw. The Razor Beast, delirious with pain, flicked out its barbed tongue and swallowed it in one gulp. Its eyes fluttered half-closed, but the claws stayed still. It could have ripped Riley to pieces at any moment. But it didn't. The whole outpost watched in frozen awe as Riley removed the barbs, sealed the wounds with foam, and whispered calm nonsense the entire time. Hours passed. The beast stirred but didn't flee. Riley set up a field shelter next to it. He slept at its side like a farmer curled next to a guard dog. Drones circled warily overhead, but they never fired. When dawn came, the Razor Beast lumbered up, unsteady but alive. The outpost personnel expected it to vanish into the woods or turn on Riley and finish what it had started. Instead, it stayed. It sniffed at Riley's pack, then sat on its haunches, massive head resting near his knee. Riley scratched its armored jaw, utterly unafraid. 2 days later, the Razor Beast began following Riley everywhere. He'd bring it scraps from the canteen, and the thing would make a rumbling chuff that sounded disturbingly like a purr. When a rival predator dared to approach, the Razor Beast lunged and chased it off. Then returned to Riley's side, tail swishing like an oversized feline. Commander Vrizel called an emergency council meeting. This cannot be normal, Coral said, his crest trembling. He is not taming it, it is a predator. He is food. Vrizel replayed the footage, Riley scratching the beast's plated neck, its eyes half-lidded in contentment. Look closer, the commander said, voice low. He's not food. It's not about mercy. He's feeding it, protecting it, teaching it that he is the provider. Coral looked horrified. So it obeys him? Vrizel nodded. He made it his pet. Worse, he made it loyal. Weeks turned into months. Razor Beasts normally hunted alone, territorial, and savage. But Riley's pet, the outpost just called it Brutus, now guarded the perimeter like a living tank. Rogue predators learned quickly to steer clear. Even poachers and pirates gave Aurelius a wide berth when the scanners picked up Brutus's signature heat plume. The other species watched with a mix of fear and reluctant respect. It wasn't just that the humans could survive among monsters. It was that they befriended them and turned them into allies. When Riley transferred to another station on Fenris 9, Brutus followed. A 20-ton apex predator padding after a grinning human with a mech-kit and a pocket full of snacks. Long after, when Fenrian elders told stories about the humans, they didn't speak of their ships or weapons first. They spoke of Riley, the little human who looked death in the eyes, fed at lunch, and taught it to come when called. And the lesson stuck. It wasn't mercy. It was ownership. When humans find a monster, they don't just fear it, they feed it. And then it's theirs.